Oh, you're the only one. No, I'm doing great. Oh no, blah, blah, blah. They can't tell you the truth because they know if they tell you the truth, they're not high value enough to be able to keep you with the truth. So that's a lie. The more honest a man can be, typically, the more status and money he has.
That's the ideal way right now in this conversation, but relationships are two people trying to be together for the rest of their lives. It's two people putting everything on the line. That ideal situation is not going to happen. That ideal relationship doesn't work like that. There's one leader and there's one follower. And so when the follower ever questions the leader, it's the same thing when you think about the president. Like when you see Trump kiss the wall, for example, or the fact that Trump shielded the vaccine. Anytime that a politician drops his guard or a politician isn't perfect, you remember it, and that's your reason why you're not going to vote for him again. So yeah, ideally, like you look for somebody's best moments and different traits, but you don't want to see anybody mess up. You don't want to see your leader ever mess up because you're going to remember it.
I'll make this, I'll bring this all home. Women are like the police. Whatever you say in the court of womanhood is going to be used against you. Okay? Less is more. And I'm going to explain why it's so important to not show emotion and break down and cry in front of your girl. Whether you guys want to accept it or not on the panel, women are dependent creatures. What do I mean by this? Women need a man for protection, provisioning, security, etc. Men typically are better than women at most things. Let's just be honest here. They are. Men are superior to women in almost every which way. When you look at the peak of excellence, whether it's through sport, through philosophy, through technology, through any type of human endeavor, it's always men at the top. Okay, women don't really contribute much to society. Sorry. You guys contribute children, which is very important. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the pinnacle of humanity, it's always men. Okay? Because and since men are the pinnacle, women look at men as a dependent. This is why girls typically don't like being single. They want the best guy that they can get. Every girl dreams of being married. Everything when it comes to the female process is contingent upon a man in some degree. Women need men to be happy because a woman's value is determined by her ability to secure a high value man, right? So we went over the two things. Number one, whatever you say could be used against you in the court of womanhood. Number two, women are dependent creatures. Now, there's a third part, okay? Women want honesty to reserve the right to use it against you in the future. Women want transparency to make sure they're making the right mating selection. What do I mean by this? You want to know if I lost my job or I'm broke or I don't have my shit together so that you can get a real-time piece of information and make us a decision that will benefit you. Women initiate most breakups. Women initiate most divorces. And women want honesty, not because they can help. It's so that they can get the fuck out if they need to. That's the real reason why women want the truth from men. So they can make the best decision for their mating process. There's something called Bruffel's Law, right? In all mammalian creatures, whether it's humans, primates, lions, whatever it may be. To the victor goes all the spoils. Women want the best guy that they can get, and if you're not the best guy that they can get, they're going to fucking go find another guy. A man being transparent is going to help them with figuring out if that's the best guy that she can get. This is why guys that are lower value or guys that are losers have to lie a lot of the times to women. Oh, you're the only one. No, I'm doing great. Oh no, blah, blah, blah. They can't tell you the truth because they know if they tell you the truth, they're not high value enough to be able to keep you with the truth. So that's a lie. The more honest a man can be, typically, the more status and money he has. That's just how it is. So women say they want transparency and honesty, but it's not really for transparency and honesty. It's so that they can go ahead and take that information in, make a decision. Do I want to continue to bet on this guy? If the answer is no, she's leaving. That's the real reason why women want the truth. You guys don't want it to like help the guy. You want it so that you can help yourself and get the fuck out if he's a loser.
Perfect. Makes sense.
Has a guy cried in a relationship with you before?
I've never been in a relationship. So, okay. No.
Agree or disagree on the panel? Anybody? You guys all agree?
Agree, yeah.
That you guys just want the truth so you can leave if needed?
Well, if that's my guy, that's my guy. I'm not leaving, even if it's like, I don't know. It's society, I guess I understand what you mean. But personally, I'm not just going to leave because there's a problem. Yeah. Yes.
When you get a guy and that happens to you, let me know how it goes.
I will.
No, I don't really care. But
I feel like if there's a problem and then if a solution comes up, if there's like multiple options, she's there not to help, but to help you decide on like what the best solution would be.
No, she won't.
You don't know the answer though. Like you're not really going to have any information that I don't have.
Well, I guess then at that point it's just opinion based, like what your wife would think. Like
it doesn't really matter. Which the only point of me talking it out with you is not because you are going to be able to provide any solutions, because you're not going to be able to. The only reason I would talk to you about it is to talk about my feelings more. And the more I get into that state, the more I talk about my feelings, the more I become like you. And then we're like two girls sitting on the couch with a bottle of wine. It's just
then you lose
there's no
attraction.
solution. It does make you feel better in the moment, but men aren't supposed to act that way.
No,
We're
I'm saying
supposed
for
to be
like a second
solution oriented.
opinion, for like an
Yeah,
opinion.
but your opinion isn't going to help. Like that's not going to help me at all. All it's going to do is make me feel better in the moment. But you're not going to know what to do.
The only way I'll talk to you about it is if, for example, I've already solved the issue. I'm telling you what happened, and I solved it as your leader because once again, I'm showing you an issue where it could have been bad for us, but I solved it quickly, so we know we can move on and do something fun or exciting in that instance.
Yeah, I got it.